Hi, welcome to Sewing with Sandy. Today we're going to look at a pattern haul and fabric haul from Mood for some winter pattern drops and some fabric. So we're going to open this up. And if you've watched my pattern review videos, you kind of have an idea of what patterns are in here. These are from the Big Four. And this is the beginning of my fall wardrobe. So I got a new look, 6818. And I'm going to make this little sweater, and there's fabric in there for that. I have Vogue 2134. I'm going to make this top. Vogue 2138. And we're going to make these pants with this really interesting half crossover piece. Vogue 2145. We're going to make one of these long coats. Probably this length, maybe this one, depending if I have enough fabric. And then Vogue 2125. I just love this coat. I didn't order any fabric for this because I want to make it out of a really nice wool. And I ordered some samples from Mood. So let's start with Vogue 2145. This is a wrap coat. It's got a seam at the waist, a shawl collar with a hood, and a self-tie belt. So there's no closures in it. I think I'm probably gonna make this version. Hopefully I have enough fabric because I'm using something from my stash. This is from Elliot Berman. It's a lime green or acid green, apple green tweed. And I've had it for 3 or 4 years. You probably still can't get it. But because it's a tweed, it doesn't have a lot of structure. I don't want it to sag, and it is a lined coat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the couture techniques for making a Chanel style jacket. Claire Schaefer's book, Couture Sewing, the couture cardigan jacket. And what I'm going to do is quilt this fabric to the lining. So I'm going to use this pattern, even though it's not a Chanel style, but I'm going to do vertical quilting channels in the pieces. So we're going to look at how you quilt a tweed to a lining and then how you assemble that together. So it's a perfect opportunity to take a simple coat pattern, add a couture technique. So you're practicing the couture technique. And so it's something that we're gonna explore. It's gonna be one of the first videos once I get started with these. This is my package from Mood. And I'm gonna open it very, very carefully because I don't want to clip into any of the fabric. But they sent it in on a tube, and I haven't lifted a tube since I worked at the fabric store probably 20 years ago. I haven't lifted a heavy tube. This isn't too heavy. I used to work at a store in New England and I was an interior decorator for the store, and I worked in the upholstery department. I used to carry these bolts around all the time. They weighed a ton. If you're from the area, it was the fabric place, and I worked out of the Framingham store and out of the Woburn store, and then from there would go out to people's homes and make calls on helping them do upholstery and drapery and things along that lines. But I did work in the store too, so there was a lot of bolt lugging. And let me tell you something, if you lug a bolt with 50 yards of upholstery fabric on it, it's pretty heavy. I mean, I worked there probably 20 years ago when there were women that are the age I am now lugging these bolts around. That was pretty incredible to see. So this is how this came. There is fabric on the bolt, and then there's fabric wrapped around, taped. These are my samples that I ordered for the wool coat. Some more fabric, more fabric. So they did a really interesting job of wrapping this. And let's start with this brown. Chocolate brown is one of the it colors for fall. And so I wanted a chocolate brown, and I found this velour velvet. Isn't that gorgeous? It's stretchy. It's just so yummy. It's like a big chocolate bar. And I'm going to use that for this little hoodie. Now, what I want to do is make it long sleeve because I don't think a short sleeve hoodie made out of this velvet is going to be really all of that, balanced, but a long sleeve that I can push up. And they actually, this is the kind of the end of the bolt, but they do have other colors, but it's the end of the bolt for the chocolate. And they called me because they had 2 pieces and they wanted to make sure that I was okay with the 2 pieces. But I was, and, just like, wow, that's gonna be super cozy. And you know, the thing about this fabric is it's bonded to a really nice soft poly on the back. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so this is a poly stretch crepe. And this, I wanted to order this for the pants, for these, no, not that, these cross trousers. But I made a mistake. I only ordered a yard. I forgot to bump up the numbers in my cart. So, that's a problem. And what I will have to do is find something in my stash for those pants, because I love those pants. Here is a lining fabric. This is Nougat Hazel Floral Striped Acetate Lining in beige and gold. Isn't that interesting? I love putting an interesting lining inside my coats because you take your coat off, right? So you want people to see the inside when you take it off. So that's going to go inside this, and they're going to be bonded together with some channel quilting machine on the machine. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna explore that. All right, this one, this is for the blouse. And this is stretch faux leather with a suede back. So this is why they put this on the roll and they didn't fold it and send it in a box, because you don't want this to be folded up. You don't want the faux leather fold up, it'll crease. Woo, a lot of plastic. All right, you ready? Oh, look at that. What a great color. Oh, it's a, on the back, it's kind of a teal. This is the faux, this is the suede back, but this is the front of this. It's a, like an olive, dark olive green. So that is going to be this blouse. And we'll talk about sewing with leather, because there's a couple of tricks. I mean, you unless it is really good at recovering from pins, which faux leather can be. We use clips to put it together instead of pins, and also glue sticks work really well, and Teflon feet. So we're going to explore a lot of different things about working with this faux leather. And then we have swatches. So if you're going to order, you're going to make something that's really important, like this coat. I ordered some swatches. I am going to Mood in New York in November, so I'll get the fabric then, or at least decide on it. But since based on how much you place in your order, you can get up to 5 free swatches. And I really kind of like the idea of the cream, and that's what I think I'm going to probably go with. This is a lightweight wool blend coating in winter white, and I think that is probably exactly what I want. Hers is bright white. I don't know that I want to go bright white, but this one is burgundy. This is felted Cabernet red. That's really, really pretty. That's a wool blend coating. Oh yeah, this one definitely is not going to work. This is chartreuse marbled coating. Yeah, first of all, it's too green like the other one, but it doesn't look expensive. And then this is a gray, blue, charcoal gray boiled wool. And again, it doesn't look that expensive. So I'm going to check this fabric out when I go on the Bolt, and also to see what else they have. I'm also going to B&J, which is my favorite fabric store, when I'm there. So I'll look and see what they have, but I'll probably, because this is going to be an expensive proposition, I will buy the coat and then the lining while I'm in New York. Let's see if we can find something in our stash for these pants. So I came up with 3 options for fabric for these pants that I have enough of that would actually be the right weight, because I want to make them with that slash around it. And the first thing I have is this teal crepe. I have plenty of this. this would make a beautifully draped pair of pants. You know, it's basically the same fabric that I ordered in just a different color. So I have this, and really my goal is to use up my stash anyway, so I kind of like this idea. I have this white, off-white, winter white, ribbed nubble kind of fabric. This might be interesting in those pants with the cross piece. It won't be as drapey as the crepe, so it's a little more stiff, so I don't know if this will work as well. And then I have this one, which is really kind of a lightweight, it's a real interesting fabric. It's kind of a lightweight twill, but it's got a grain in it, and it's got these little dragonflies all over it. And on the reverse side, it has this purple kind of Japanese print. So this might work because when the pant flops open, you'll see the purple because it has this piece going around here. Linen blends, medium weight crepe, wool, flannel, wool suiting. So I think all three of these will work. The question is, which ones? I have the brown, the cream, and the teal. I have a pair of white pants. I have a pair of brown pants. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the crepe. I think it will probably be the crepe. Because, you know, I have a vest pattern, or even this top to go with it in the crepe. So it would be like one color, and that top is really simple. That's really pretty. And I have plenty of this crepe. I have gobs and gobs of it. So I think the crepe is the winner for the pants. So yeah, so we have the lime green couture coat with the gold and brown and gold lining. We have the green faux leather for this, and the teal for the top, teal for the pants, and then the brown velour for this little hoodie dress, which is going to go up super fast. And then we have this coat, which I'm going to get the fabric for in New York. I just want to, one more thing about this book. I checked it on Amazon. It's like $4 on Amazon. So if you're interested in couture sewing, this is something that you want to look at. You want to look at her books. They're great. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. So yeah, this is great. I'll put the link for this down below, and also for Kindle Unlimited in case you're interested in that. You can have it forever and it's free. But yeah, great book. All right, so I can't wait to get sewing. Bye.